This is Matt Dollar, and welcome to round 4 of the Georgia Team Invitational, where I'll be playing against Zach Melton of the Long Shots. Zach was a last-minute replacement for the Long Shots, and I'd say they got a pretty good pickup there with Zach, being the best lefty in the world. Starting on hole 15, and as you heard Zach say, that's some sweet TD love right there, as my drive's a little left, could have went in the creek, but instead it kicked into the fairway. Super windy this fourth round. Zach starts a little right, hits the tree in the gap, and lands just on the other side of the creek. So lucky break to stay safe, but not a good spot to be. No run up, and he's over 400 feet from the basket. That's just an amazing shot, though.
Good shot.
Great shot from no run up for Zach Melton. I also have a long up shot, and it finishes a little bit left. So we're both left with probably 50. I might only be 40 feet. He's 50 feet long uphill putts. And if you hit basket, I'd say half the time they roll back down the hill. Zach with a great bid over the top. That's the way to miss if you're going to miss. Another good break for me with it not rolling away. So we both take pars, and we'll move on to hole 16. Throwing my hatchet off the tee there. Just nice and easy glide up the hill. Not sure if Zach's throwing a mid-range or a putter here. Zach throws a good shot. Doesn't really ever come out all the way, but gets him up there putting. So I went just barely past pin high and faded left into the wood line. I got a weird stance, so I took my time for this one. But I'm able to work it in there for the birdie. So Zach needs to make this putt to get a half of the hole. Not Zach's best effort there. It's been a long day. It's the fourth round of match play, and lots climbing up and down hills. So we both were looking a little tired and out of it during this round, and it didn't make it any easier that it was really windy. So now we're on the par 4, hole 17. Zach goes a little right side, as do I. My shot was right side, but it was a little further down into a lot better spot. Zach looks like he's lining up a sidearm to try and get up there, hopefully save a par. Well, 2 early trees by Zach, and he's only halfway down the hole, throwing his third shot. So for me, I'm just trying to get something up there. So I go with a sidearm. I believe that was the stiletto that I sidearmed there. My flippier stiletto. Zach goes sidearm and comes up a little bit left. So Zach's just trying to hopefully poke one in here. And then just hope that I give him some help. He's in a really tough spot though still. That was an excellent bid from where he was at. I slam in the birdie from left side of the green in the woods.
Come out.
So that puts me up 2, going into hole 18.
Man.
This time on hole 18, I didn't miss left, I actually missed to the right. Zach steps up and throws a beautiful shot. Right down the middle, almost to the top of the hill. So I think I'm trying to throw a sidearm that turns into a forehand roller here with the hatchet. Not quite as successful as my earlier shot from the round against Tim Keith, where I did the same kind of maneuver, but from the left side of the fairway. Zach throws a perfect one. I believe he's right there near the basket. So concede the hole, and Zach gets one back as we go to hole 1.
Damn.
Never know what's going to happen once your disc lands on this hole. Probably see the most rollaways on the course on hole 1. If you're on that left side of the green, there's not much when you're trying to make the putt, because these trees are just strategically lined up blocking the left side, so it's much better to be on the right side of the green. So Zach pitches up, taps out for a par, and wins the hole. So he wins 2 holes in a row, and we're back to all square after 5. Move on to hole 2, about 280 feet. Zach goes sidearm. Pretty good shot. It finished a little early left, but I think it squeaked through a bit. And I followed pretty much the same exact line with my Cenis.
Yeah,
I knew I needed to make that putt to not give up all the momentum to Zach. He won 3 holes in a row and then took the lead. I felt like he would almost have the match won. So now Zach has to make this to not fall back behind again. And he barely squeaks it in that left side. Good birdies for both of us on that hole. Now we're on hole 3.
Go in the hole. Sit
Good
down.
looking sidearm, almost made it, but he went a little far. Mine got just a little bit left down there, so Zach's got a longer putt than I do, but we both still have some work to do, especially in this wind. Oh, Zach gives it a good bid. Great line, just a hair too high as he was putting into that headwind. I also have a headwind putt, maybe a little left to right headwind. So I decided to go with the Cenis, and it handles that headwind perfectly. So I get back up 1 after 7 holes, and we go into the beautiful hole 4. Oh man, that was such a good line I had going with the opto flow there. It was just a hair too high and hit that tree that hangs over the fairway. Zach throws an amazing shot, might go in the hole. Flashes just in front of the basket. It's one of the best ace runs I've ever seen on this hole. So I'm throwing my soft Cenis up there, just trying to save my par in case Zach skipped too far away, as he did, and had to putt from a knee. So my par is good enough to split the hole, and we'll go into our last hole with myself 1 up. This is hole 5, big par 4. You can see my disc on the right side of the screen there. We had a tailwind here, and so I really tried to smash it with Anheuser, and it went a long way, but too far right. Zach's shot here is just mashed. Crushed it right in the middle there. So the second shot on this hole, you're basically just having to cross the road, and the basket is right up against the creek on the other side of this road and bridge. So I'm playing it a little right to be safe. Zach's got a lot straighter of a line to take, as he's actually in the intended fairway, whereas I was in the next hole's fairway. Really good looking shot from Zach there. So I have to make a decision if I want to go for this or lay it up. And looks like I never really made that decision. I just kind of went for it, and my brain made me lay up. So Zach makes this putt, then we will tie the match. Tough break for Zach as it just kind of splashes out the right side there. So that will end the match. Dollar wins 1 up after 9 holes. Thanks for watching, everyone, and check back for more matches.